The terrifying part is not that Rubin music found thousands of objects. It is that some of them pass close enough to matter. Most are harmless. Most will never touch Earth. Most are just ancient debris, music, moving through the sun's gravity. But hidden inside the swarm are near-Earth music objects, small bodies whose paths bring them into Earth's region of the solar system. And Rubin is built to find the ones we missed. Faint ones, fast ones, objects whose orbits were too uncertain, objects that looked like nothing until they moved. So, the question becomes unavoidable. If Rubin can find thousands this quickly, what else is still moving music in the dark? Rubin says objects larger than 140 m are closely tracked because an impact could cause significant regional damage. Yet, only about 40% of mid-sized NEO's music have been identified so far. Once fully operational, Rubin is expected to reveal nearly 90,000 additional NEO's music and nearly double the known inventory of NEOs larger than 140 m to music, around 70%. That means this story is not about screaming that danger is coming. It is about the uncomfortable truth that safety starts with detection. You cannot track what you have not found. The first thing to understand is this. Rubin did music, not find thousands of objects about to hit Earth. That is not what happened. There is no confirmed swarm on an impact path. No wall of asteroids falling music toward us. No countdown. No secret NASA panic. The truth is quieter and in some ways music more important. Rubin found motion. Thousands of objects moving through the solar system. Many music of them too faint, too small, or too poorly tracked for older surveys to fully measure. Most are harmless. Music most are far away. Most will never come close to Earth. But inside that moving population are music objects whose orbits bring them into Earth's neighborhood. And those are the ones that matter. Rubin Observatory music reported that preliminary data revealed more than 11,000 new asteroids, including 33 previously unknown near-Earth objects, and stated that none of those newly discovered music NEOs pose a threat to Earth. That is the first shock, not danger scale. 11,000 music, new asteroids from early data. 33 new near-Earth objects. Tens of thousands of improved orbits. And this is before Rubin's full 10-year music survey becomes the normal rhythm of the sky. So, the title Thousands of Objects Moving Music Toward Earth has to be translated carefully. They are not all moving toward impact. They are moving through a system where Earth is also moving. The solar music system is not a quiet diagram. It is traffic. Asteroids orbit. Comets fall inward. Near-Earth objects cross parts of the music inner solar system. Some pass nowhere near us. Some pass close enough to measure. A few deserve careful music tracking. And the only way to know the difference is to find them early. That is the conflict. A dot in the sky is not a threat. Music, a moving dot, is not a threat. Even a near-Earth object is not automatically a threat. What matters is the orbit. Where is it now? Where will it be tomorrow? Where will it be in music 10 years? Where will it be in 100? Will it cross Earth's path? Will Earth be there at the same time? Or is it simply another ancient music, rock passing through the same vast inner solar system we live in? That is why Rubin is so important. Music, it does not just see objects. It measures motion. A first image gives a position. A second image shows movement. More images music begin building a path. And a path becomes an orbit. An orbit becomes a prediction. A prediction becomes either reassurance or music, a reason to keep watching. That is the difference between fear and planetary music defense. Fear says something is moving. Planetary defense music asks where exactly is it going. Rubin's early asteroid release also said its music preliminary data improved orbits for tens of thousands of objects, including some known objects that had previously been lost music because their future positions became too uncertain. That detail is almost more unsettling than the discoveries themselves. Lost music does not mean destroyed. Lost means we saw something once, but did not music know its path well enough to find it again. A real asteroid, a real orbit, a real object music moving through the solar system, but not enough information to know exactly where to point the telescope later. Rubin changes music. That because Rubin gives the sky memory. It returns. It compares. It notices what moved. It turns faint objects into music, tracked objects. And once something is tracked, it stops being a ghost. That is the music consequence. The scary part is not that Rubin found thousands of objects. The scary part is realizing those objects were already music there, already moving, already crossing the sun system, already waiting for a telescope powerful enough to count them properly. Rubin did music, not create danger. It reduced ignorance. And in planetary defense, ignorance music is the thing you fight first. So the first revelation is this. Rubin did not find thousands of impactors. It found thousands of moving objects music, and a smaller group, close enough to deserve attention. But the next part is where the stakes become sharper, because some objects do not need music to be huge to matter. An asteroid does not have to be the size of a mountain to change music a city. That is the uncomfortable truth. The biggest objects are easier to find. They are brighter. They music reflect more sunlight. They leave stronger tracks in telescope data. And many of the largest near-Earth objects have already been discovered. But smaller, music, objects are harder, darker, fainter, faster across the sky. Easier to lose. Easier to miss until they are close. And some of them are still large enough to cause serious damage if they ever music hit the wrong place. NASA says no known asteroid larger than 140 m has a significant chance to hit Earth in the music next 100 years. But less than half of the estimated population of NEOs of that size and larger has been found. That is the number that should stay music in your head. Less than half. Not because a disaster is confirmed, not because something is coming tomorrow, but because the inventory is music incomplete, and an incomplete inventory means uncertainty. Rubin's own asteroid report explains music, why 140 m objects matter. Bodies of that size are closely tracked because an impact could cause significant regional damage.